Hello guys and girls, Voices from the Dark here. In front of us sits Kiryu Moeka. We require her phone because we need to cancel the dmail. And just how we're gonna go about obtaining this phone, I do not know. She looks very depressed, and considering she kills herself in 4 days, maybe there's a way we can do this without having to resort to physical force. A woman is sitting on the floor, her head bowed. There's no one else here. I approach the woman and stare down at her, gritting my teeth in a desperate effort to maintain control. Ever since the first time she killed Mayuri, I've tried my best to avoid thinking about this woman. But now, I have no choice. I can't accomplish my goal until I have the answers I need from her. I must obtain the IBN 5100 to escape the Alpha Attractor Field and rescue Mayuri. Kiryu Moeka. I had another name for her once. It hurts to remember. I force it to the back of my mind. Can you hear me? Moeka's fingers twitch. She sluggishly lifts her head. But she doesn't look up. She stares at my feet instead. Who? She finally speaks in a frail voice. Moeka's always had trouble speaking, but it seems especially severe today. I notice her hair and clothes are disheveled. She looks awful, though I suppose that's no surprise given that she kills herself in 4 days. FB? Is it you? FB? I've heard that name before. Yeah. Right before she shot Mayuri, she kept repeating that. For FB, for CERN, for FB, for CERN. If I'm not mistaken, that's her superior's code name. Why won't you contact me? I did everything you told me to. The phone in Moeka's hands glows faintly. Play along here. She's still clinging to it, I see. Did I do something wrong? I'll fix it, I promise. Just don't abandon me. I'll do anything for you, FB. Please answer me. Give me orders. I'll obey. Tell me what to do. Tell me. Tell me. Yeah. Yeah. I'm at a loss for words. I wasn't expecting to find her in such a miserable state. She was so cold, so calm when she killed Mayuri. It's like she's a different person now. Is this another effect of the world line change? But it's only been a week since she sent her dmail. How could she have changed so much? I get on my knees and shake Moeka by the shoulders. Hey, can you hear me? Hey! FB, why? Why won't you answer? Kiryu Moeka! Hey, it's me, Okabe! No response. Moeka just keeps crying and mumbling to herself. I shake harder, but she doesn't react. She doesn't even resist. Looking down, I notice that she's typing rapidly on her phone. Bewildered, I look at the screen. FB, 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 FB. Woman, you got issues. What happened to Moeka? From what little I understand, it sounds like she's lost contact with her supervisor, FB. But I don't understand how that could turn Moeka into such a wreck. It doesn't matter. I don't care what happens to her. I'm here for one thing. Recalling my purpose, I reach for Moeka's phone. No! A sharp crack echoes through the room. Moeka slapped my hand away. It didn't hurt, but her reaction was lightning quick. Now Moeka curls up into a ball, hugging the phone tightly to her chest. Are there any chairs in this room? Like, take a chair, just do it like this, and just BAM! 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 Or is that a bit too much? I mean, all we need is the phone, because you know the message she sent, right? And if you know the exact message, then you can send a message and see if it works. If it doesn't activate reading Steiner, aka it doesn't work, you just time leap 15 minutes and do it again, right? So just, you need to get it from her. Like, just... He's probably intrigued. Like, he's probably wondering... He probably wants to, like, figure out more about Moeka, and so do I. But, I mean, he can technically kill her or beat her up. Or maybe, like... But she is, like, a special agent of CERN and stuff, which is also scary. But... Yeah. It was like this from the moment I met her. She never lets go of her phone, not even for a second. As if it were the only thing keeping her alive. She's like a teenage girl. Dots. No mails. No mails. You mean from FB? No mails. I make several more attempts to take her phone while she babbles incoherently, but she just slaps my hand away each time. Next I try persuasion. I promise to help her search for FB if she lends me her phone. It's a lie, of course, though come to think of it, I would like a piece of FB too. Everybody wants a piece of FB, but that can wait until after I've saved Mayuri. But Moeka doesn't buy it. If that is, she heard me at all. Damn it, we're not getting anywhere. Maybe I should take it from her by force. What if she tries to kill me before I can send the dmail? In her current state, she might not have the strength to retaliate. On the other hand, if she does retaliate, there's not much I can do against someone with a gun. But considering her miserable state, if you time leap back, and you're still at the lab, let's say you get a knife. I realize this is getting very morbid and dark here, but if you get a knife, and you come to her apartment, she's out of it, and you stab her in the throat, she won't have the time to reach for any sort of gun. You get the phone, you go home, you change the past, and Moeka isn't dead on the world line that you changed it to. Plus, Moeka gets to experience some pain, which I think she deserves. Doesn't that seem like a solution that can work here? What should I do? Her gun. Where would she keep it? I quickly scan the room, but there's no sign of it. Well, duh, it's not gonna lay on the coffee table. Crap! Oh, that startled me. Kurisu! Hello? I stand up and move to the entrance where I can take the call without letting Moeka out of my sight.
Where are you?
Sorry, I'm busy.
Is it a woman? You're with a woman, aren't you?
Is that the first thing that comes to mind? You really are a mainstream girl.
Shut up. You promised you'd help with the phone way, remember? Or is your lab mem number just for show?
Get Dar to help, I can't do it today.
What are you doing? Where are you?
Kiryu Moeka's apartment.
So you are with a woman. You're the worst.
Had you not met Moeka on this world line? I quickly give Kurisu a simplified version of the usual explanation. Kurisu listens attentively, as she always does. Maybe she's more considerate than I give her credit for. As soon as I finish, Kurisu gives it to me straight.
You have to take it from her by force.
Didn't Moeka hear everything we said? I mean, we're just standing over by the entrance. You should be able to hear us. I guess we said it low enough. You've seen too many Hollywood movies.
You're up against an agent of CERN. Play nice and you could end up dead.
You see that on the... Do you see the little iPod thing on the floor there? With the little ear pluggy thingies? Ding, ding. Right? Hang her from that lamp over there. See that tea set? That's perfect. Smack her in the head. She won't even die. She'll get knocked out. Maybe. Take the phone, run on home, and damn. You're done. Bob's your uncle. It's just so easy.
I know you're pretty weak and scrawny, but you should be able to handle her in her current state.
Gee, thanks. At least she's not beating around the bush. Suddenly she lowers her voice.
You might think I'm a monster for saying this. Not that I care what you think, but...
What is it about Kurisu and me being on the same wavelength?
Kill her if you have to.
You're a monster. But you're not a hypocrite, and that's what I love about you, Christina.
Love?
What's the matter with her now? I mean it. I wish my conviction were as strong as yours.
Well, thanks.
That's not all, right? There's a reason you're willing to suggest murder as an option. How did you reach that conclusion?
Good, you're still thinking. I can't be certain whether your story is true, and I don't quite understand this attractor field hypothesis. But based on what you told me, if this courier woman commits suicide 4 days from now, then that means her death flag is already active. In other words, this world line has approved her death. On previous world lines, where that wasn't the case, you probably couldn't have killed her even if you tried. Something would have happened to prevent it.
That's a good point.
Or possibly killing her would have caused a dramatic shift in world line divergence.
Yeah, because, I mean, she's going to die. Like, she's not... Doesn't look like she actually does anything these next few days. And not that that really matters that much either.
But on this specific world line, her death is already certain. As you've experienced with Mayuri's death, the result is what matters, not the process. I believe the same applies to Kiryu. It doesn't matter how she dies.
In other words, I can kill her instead of letting her commit suicide? She's already going to die, so that makes it okay. That's the kind of argument a murderer would make. And me.
Don't be a hypocrite. We're not talking about right and wrong here, Okabe.
She's unforgiving as always, but it actually feels nice to speak frankly like this. But what about the law? Even if fate forgives, society won't. It's not the time to be thinking of, like... The old, like, the reason that, like, I voted against you freaking raping Sasua is because... Not just because it's against the law and it's, you know, immoral and all of that, but it's because Sasua would have to, like, go through it. And Sasua, like, had done nothing to deserve it. This woman, we can grant her a swift death. Like, we can find something. We just need an axe that's big enough.
As long as you have the time leap machine, you can undo anything, even murder. The result will be that you gain the necessary information without killing anybody.
I understand. It's like, whenever he calls Kurisu, he calls me, and I come with my advice.
Just remember one thing. You're responsible for what you do. I guess that's quite a thing for me to say, huh? After telling you to kill her.
It's fine. Your advice was truly becoming of a mad scientist.
Get it done, Okabe. Bye.
She hangs up without another word. Strangely, I find Kurisu's harsh tone encouraging. Who does she think she is? A general? I manage to smirk as I close my phone. Moeka's still sitting on the floor. Kill her if you have to, Kurisu said. Moeka did the same to us. She doesn't deserve mercy. Kill her or let live. It's my choice. My responsibility. And if you think killing her is too difficult, let me tell you what you do. You jump in time to the day of her death. You watch over her apartment until the time she dies. As soon as she's killed herself, you snatch the phone and go back to the lab. This isn't a difficult situation you're in. This is rather easy compared to what we've been through. Even after I undo the murder, the memory of my crime will remain with me. Because I assume that she killed herself in the apartment and that the phone will be in a place that's actually obtainable. That's sin. That guilt. I have to carry that weight. I mustn't ever forget. That's what Kurisu meant when she spoke of responsibility. How many times haven't you wished her dead and Mayuri alive? That's exactly what you can do. You don't even have to do that if you just let her kill herself. But you get there before the cops. That's what Kurisu meant when she spoke of... I think I just read that. Murder is unforgivable, no matter the circumstance. Okay, then. I'm a bit too light, Yagami. Can you understand that, Kiryu Moeka? I reach for Moeka's phone. This time there's no hesitation. No! Moeka resists. I grab her slender hand and pin it to the window. The glass rattles from the force, but thankfully doesn't break. With my other hand, I pry the phone away from Moeka's chest. Go! She drives her foot straight into my solar plexus. You could have done this in so many ways, but you decided to go for the Kung Fu way. The breath explodes from my lungs. I gasp for air. In a fit of anger, I raise my hand to strike. But at the last moment, I hesitate. Damn, what happened to killing her if I have to? I know we're past the point of playing nice, but I never hit a girl in my life. don't consider myself a model gentleman or anything, but the idea that men aren't supposed to hit women is such a strong part of my common sense that it stayed in my hand, almost like instinct. There are times it's okay. There's times it's okay that a person can hit another person, okay? So instead I wrap my hand around Moeka's neck and... Oh, just choke her! Fine, you can't hit her, but you feel fine choking her. When she tries to kick me again, I pin her legs under my own. I squeeze harder. My fingers dig into her throat. She struggles for breath. I feel her throat moving as she gasps for air. You are one cold son of a... I could finally see my reflection in her tear-reddened eyes. Now I have your attention! Moeka's under control, but now I don't have a free hand to take her phone. If I lose my grip on her throat even slightly, it'll turn into a struggle again. Moeka's hiding her phone behind her back now. I need that phone. Should I let go of her hand or her neck? Give me your phone! Moeka weakly shakes her head. If you don't, I'll kill you. I wonder if I even can. I can undo it with the time leap machine. It'll be the perfect crime, one that never happened. But still, do I really have it in me to murder someone? I don't know, but I have to try. Hand it over, or I'll kill you. No words leave Moeka's lips, just rough breathing. Stalemate. Neither of us shows the other any openings. We're practically motionless, but our breathing is ragged. It's taking all my strength just to pin her down. Our rough breathing echoes through the room. For a moment, it even seems to synchronize. This is getting me nowhere. I remove my hand from her neck, then use my entire left arm to pin her against the wall in a guillotine choke. She starts groaning in pain. My right hand has her left hand up against the glass. Now I pull her hand down and transfer it to the grip of my left hand. Now my right hand is free. I slide it behind her back and go searching for her phone. I have to lean in close to do this. I press my body up against hers. Pain explodes in my jaw. I lean back. Moeka's readying another headbutt. I put more strength into the guillotine choke to stop her. Moeka's face twists in pain and she struggles to escape my grasp. My guillotine choke seems to be working. She doesn't have the strength to resist. Is this really the best way I could have gone to do this? If I push any harder, she really might die. I push harder. Moeka writhes in pain. Tears fall from her eyes and drool from her mouth. As her resistance weakens, my right hand finds Moeka's phone. She still has it in her tight grip, but I manage to tear it away. I quickly release Moeka and step away. She bends over and coughs violently, but still she reaches out to me with tears in her eyes. She's going to chase you now! Grab the teapot! She wants her phone back. I don't care. I look at the screen. It shows an email draft with a string of FBs entered. I clear the text and start typing a new mail. But her phone's different from mine, so I don't quite know how to use it. Let's see. Nah. Startled, I look up to see Moeka staggering to her feet. She's like a goddamn zombie. I quickly run outside and close the door behind me. Then I lean my entire body weight onto it so she can't open it from the inside. The doorknob rattles as she tries to open the door. Then she starts pounding on the inside. It's a good thing doors in Japan open out. You wouldn't see this in a Hollywood movie. Anyway, I have her phone. Now I just need to pretend to be Moeka and send the cancellation dmail. Moeka's changes to the past will be cancelled. The world line will be changed. The IBN 5100 will come back to me. and then we'll hack into CERN. Mission complete. Fate won't have Mayuri this time. Victory will be mine! Get just doing the goddamn thing you're supposed to do and not just stand around and think about it!
This is Makisa?
Get ready for a dmail.
Okay, but what's that noise?
I'm having a little trouble here.
So you didn't kill her. Good job.
I tell her Moeka's address.
It's ready.
And Mayuri?
Still here. She's at the Brown Tube workshop trying to get the manager to turn on the CRT.
You didn't tell her anything, did you?
About her death? Of course not.
Good. Don't hang up yet. Here we go. Put my phone down and resume typing into Moeka's phone. A middle-aged lady comes out of the apartment next door. Our eyes meet, so I put on a forced smile. The lady grins mockingly before going back inside. I wonder what she was thinking. Maybe she thought it was a lover's quarrel. Maybe she's calling the cops. Maybe she's a rounder in disguise. Model change. Do it now, before sold out. Okay? Moeka's email said, don't change models. The desire for limited edition hard-to-find products is hard-coded into Japanese DNA. Appealing to that instinct should work. Yeah. It's like people wanting the new Apple product, even though they don't need it, so they waste so much cash. It's crazy. The insistent pounding on the door grows louder, and now I hear groaning from the other side. I can't believe how persistent she is. Is your phone really that important to her? But I've already won. All I have to do is send the dmail. I'll never forgive you, Moeka, but at least our relationship ends here. Let this be the last time we meet. I raise the phone to eye level. I take a deep breath. It ends now. I press send. It is done. Dots. Dots. Dots? Is the CRT on? Has Mayuri managed to turn on the CRT? Didn't you have a hole in the floor to the TV? No, they don't know about the TV, or do they? But turn on the TV! Is that... No vertigo, no dizziness, nothing. Reading Steiner didn't activate. What? Why? Why didn't the world line change? Did the phone wave fail to function? I bring my own phone back to my ear. Carisa's still on the line. Well?
Did you send it?
Yes, did it work?
The discharge is occurring as normal.
So it worked, right?
Definitely.
The world line didn't change!
You mean it failed? Why?
Consider the possibilities. Maybe the message wasn't enough to persuade Moeka to change models.
Could we have sent it to the wrong date?
It's July 31st, I'm sure of it.
Check when the original email arrived. Maybe a reaction will change if the new one arrives just after that.
What a pain. The pounding on the door has ceased. Did you finally give up? Oh no, she's getting an item to break down the door. Or she's climbing out the window, she's doing something. No, she wouldn't give up. Did she plan to climb out the window and loop around? We're on the second floor, that would be quite a feat. She still have some time left.
Try sending different messages. If that doesn't work, I'll adjust the timer.
What I'd suggest is that you run away from her apartment and quickly find somewhere to hide. Like jump into the bushes there, like inside the, like just get away from the place. You're a lifesaver. What's going on there? Is Mr. Brown freaking out?
I can hear him shouting from below. Ishida and Mayuri are trying to calm him down, but who knows how long that'll last. I don't think there's much time left.
Right, I put my phone into my pocket without hanging up. Ooh, here we go. Come on, come on, come on. GG01 rocks. Or something. And you send it. Nothing happens. Try again, try again, try again. Change now. Your phone is something. No good. Oh, no, no. What am I doing wrong? I'd like to ask Moeka, but if I go back inside now, she'll probably just attack me. Which reminds me, she's been awfully quiet. What is she doing now? Maybe she really did go out the window. I look around. I don't see her anywhere. Think! Why didn't the dmail work? Okay, this situation is way too hot. What you need to do right now is that you need to run. You need to escape. You need to run back to the lab as fast as you can. If Moeka comes after you, toss her your phone. Run to the lab. time leap. Time leap to earlier today, you know, as far as you can get. And then let's think this out and try it again. This is dangerous. And like there are better ways to take her out, like knock her out straight. Just get an object and bang it into her head. Like instead of having to struggle with her and choke her. And I mean a bang to the head is even more humane than, you know, choking somebody. How about the sweat off from my brow? My entire body is soaked. Must be the adrenaline. What if Moeka changed addresses when she got a new phone? I take out my phone. Are you there?
Still not working?
I tried 2 more times, but nothing. I frantically consider my options as I stare hard at Moeka's phone. The walkway is dim, but Moeka's gaudy purple phone shines in the faint light. Dots. Wait. I take another good look at the phone. There's something wrong here. What is it?
Okabe, what's wrong?
Gaudy purple. Wait, wasn't that the original color she had? And then, isn't that the color she wanted to change? Wait, latest model? Removable LCD screen. Model number GG01. Wait. My eyes tell me there's nothing wrong. I saw this phone when Moeka sent her dmail, and many times before. She was never without it. It's the same. Nothing has changed. Nothing changed?
Huh? What hasn't changed?
Why hasn't it changed? Why is it the same as before Moeka sent her dmail? Moeka's dmail said don't change models. She should have had a different phone when she sent it. But she didn't. It was the same phone I'm holding right now. There's only one explanation. She never changed models to begin with. But did you or did you not get to see the contents of the dmail as she sent it? Because you know how fast she types. She could show you one thing, turn it back like, okay, time to send the message. I am done. And then she could have sent, go get the IBN from Yanabayashi. She lied to me. Moeka's dmail wasn't about her phone. That explains how it affected the IBM 5100. It also explains why my cancellation dmails aren't working. That sneaky little bitch. Yup, she got something to bang up the door. The door violently shakes behind my back. It's much stronger than before. She must be ramming something hard and heavy against the door. Okabe thought of both possibilities that I did, both the window and the ramming. I don't like women ramming me. I quickly move away from the door. The door shakes again. I can see the frame starting to warp. So why are you still here? Run home. Time leap. She's crazy! I suppose I should be thankful she doesn't have a gun, but honestly, this is terrifying enough. It chills my blood to think of what her face must look like now. Why are you standing around? Never been the target of such single-minded obsession before. But unfortunately, I can't run away. Not? I need to face Moeka again and wring the information out of her. But not now. Not when she's in like a murderous rage. Right? So so can I take this as confirmation that you didn't see the dmail before she sent it? That was part of the deal. It was so much trouble because of Ferret. Yeah, okay. Yeah, she's gonna remember what she sent. Both Ferret and Lukaku remember their dmails. With prodding, Moeka will remember too. You can't really prod someone like that. I need that information. If you, like, tie her up and do stuff to her, maybe you can get the information, but then you need to start over again. Crap. I don't want to go in there. My teeth are chattering. This is pathetic. I thought I'd won when I snatched your phone. But now my advantage is gone.
Okabe! Okabe! Answer me!
Christina.
What's that pounding? Are you okay?
Moeka's dmail wasn't about a model exchange.
What do you mean?
She must have changed the text right before we sent it. That's why the cancellation mails aren't working.
Did you check her history? It might still be there.
Her arrival history? Of course! Even if it's not in her sent history, it should still be in the arrival history. I glare at the purple phone in my hand. She probably would have deleted that evidence. It's a good thing Moeka didn't change phones. Now I know exactly where the dmail went. Should have thought of that. Check it now! Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on! For a second there I thought it would be easy. Should have known better. Moeka's not a casual phone user. Oh. Her mailbox has literally hundreds of entries over the last week, almost all from FB. Some of my mails are sprinkled in. I don't have time to search through each of these mails, even just the subject lines. Not to mention the pounding on the door is freaking me out. Christina, I seem to be in a spot of trouble. If I fail, I'm leaving the rest to you.
Don't be ridiculous. If you're in trouble, then get out of...
I hang up. The lady next door comes out again, alarmed by the escalating noise. She glares at me. But when she sees the magnitude of the door's damage, the lady opens her eyes in shock and runs back inside. She's gonna call the cops. I'm not leaning against the door anymore. So why are you standing around? Why are you... What's the reason for standing there if you're not leaning against the door? Moeka could just open it, but she hasn't realized that. She's so fixated on getting her phone back, she'd destroy her own door. In any case, I don't have time to check her mail history. I put the phone in my pocket and move to the side of the door. I carefully grip the doorknob and wait for the interval between bangs. Are you gonna open the door just as he charges out? Oh, that can be beautiful. That can be beautiful. She can fall over. She can die. She can break her neck. I yank the door open. A coffee table flips out and smashes into the walkway railing. Okabe! Her screech races hairs all over my body. She's standing in the entrance like a revenant at the gates of hell. I step back. My knees tremble. But then I remember what I'm here to do. I gather my resolve, enter the room and close the door behind me. Why? Can somebody explain to me why? I mean, the information you need right now is the information that's in her history. She has hundreds of mails it takes time to get through. So we run back home, go through the phone, right? What am I not seeing here? Alternatively, we time leap, go to her apartment, knock her out, then get her phone, and then we run somewhere she won't be able to find us if she decides to start getting some rounders, and then we just change. Come on. I give up on locking it. Give it back! Moeka glares at me, shaking with fury. First I have to restrain her again. This is a woman who could kill on command, who would break her own door down just to retrieve her phone. It's too dangerous to let her be. I'm stronger. I just need to get her on the ground. There's no time. It's now or never. Crushing my fear, I charge Moeka at full speed. Our bodies collide. Moeka tries to twist away, but I grab her clothes and use my momentum to push her to the floor. Ah! The back of her head hits the floor. Her resistance weakens. She doesn't know how to break a fall. Some secret agent? I quickly straddle her waist. Now she's mine. Give it back! Moeka flails her arms and legs wildly. I should have known she wouldn't give up. Her fist strikes my jaw. Fortunately, Moeka is weak. The blow does little damage. I still need to stop her from struggling. First, her hands. I start with her left. I grab her wrist and pin it to the floor. Can't you, knock her out? Or is that just a lot easier to do in movies? But I still feel like if you smash something against her head, you'll be able to shut her up. I realize I'm commentating and criticizing a lot as we play here, but during this last few episodes, it's just a sign that I'm so invested in the story. That's honestly what it is. I don't mean to be annoying. A fist flies towards my face. It pops against my left eye, blanking my vision for a second. She seems to stop struggling for a moment. Her hand claws weakly at the air. But it turns out that she was reaching for my hair. She grabs it hard. I feel several strands tear free of my scalp. Gah! I get a grip on Moeka's face and press her head against the floor. Take her glasses off? Shouldn't really hit somebody with glasses, especially not a woman with glasses. Especially not a nerdy woman with glasses. Oh man, this is bad. I'm going to hell 3 times. She tries to bite my finger, so I pull my hand back. I grab the hand that's grabbing my hair and dig my nails into her wrist. But she still doesn't let go of my hair. All the while her feet are pounding against my back. How did you think this was gonna work out? She's also trying to free her left hand. I can't take much more of this. Where are you? I instinctively headbutt Moeka with all my strength. Gah! The sickening sound of bone against bone echoes inside my head. The impact makes me dizzy too, but I fight it. Moeka goes limp. An opening. Finally I succeed at pinning down with both her hands. If I use this as a thumbnail, everybody will assume it's something it's not. And I love that. I'm gonna use that. Her glasses fell off at some point during the struggle. Her red, swollen eyes give her an even more demented look. There's an angry bump on her forehead where I headbutted her. Oh, that was us. That hurt, you crazy bitch. She spits at me. The lukewarm saliva hits my face. Headbutt her nose. Break it. I want to wipe it off, but my hands are full. Moeka glares at me. There are tears in her eyes, perhaps from the pain. Eye contact. Good. We're making progress. Moeka breaks eye contact when I mention it. She stares at my pocket. She must have caught a glimpse of purple. I'm not giving it back. I smile scornfully. I'm not letting you escape into your own little world again. You don't have that right. Give it back! Come and get it. Moeka tries again to free her hands. I lean in harder to keep them pinned. My strength and position are superior, so Moeka accomplishes nothing. Next she struggles to free her body. Same result. I clamp my thighs firmly around her hips and hold her down. If somebody who's never watched Steins tunes into this episode at this point, they're gonna assume stuff. They're gonna assume bad stuff. She occasionally knees me in the back, but I can bear that pain. It's not enough to make me forfeit this position. I can keep this up as long as I have to. Who's going to tire out first? Moeka, without a doubt. I don't do sports or anything, so I'm not that strong. But I'm on top. I don't need to expend much energy to keep her pinned. Why did you take it? Give it back! Give it back! Keep screaming. She can scream and spit all she likes. Nothing will make me give up this position. Have you forgotten that she has neighbors? And one of the neighbors right now is very scared of the situation. If she takes a peek inside the door, she's calling the cops. You might have already called the cops. You better get out of there pronto. I don't care about your phone issues. I don't care about FB. Moeka shakes her head violently. She's just wasting her energy. I maintain position and stare down at Moeka. You don't kill her on this world line, and the world lines where you did have already been erased. But I remember everything that you did. Everything that never happened. I'll never forget that you killed Mayuri, and I'll never forgive you. So there's no escape for you today. We're gonna stay here as long as it takes. Until now, I always run from facing Moeka. But I can't do that on this world line. I have to know what her dmail said. So let's be honest with each other, huh? Moeka's still struggling. Give it back! Give it back! Give it back! I'll kill you! I'll fucking kill you! Let me go! I'll tear your fucking eyes out! So you can talk without your phone. I'm impressed. You piece of shit! I'll cut you with a kitchen knife! I'm a mad scientist. Dissection is my specialty. Die! Die! Help! I'm being raped! This woman's out of control. Does she want another headbutt that badly? Be my guest. Go ahead. Do it.